everyone, this is Catherine here at Catherine's Granny Squares. So what have I got to talk to you about today? Well, I've got a finished item, this hat. I've got a nearly finished item. I've got an item on the go, and I've got something I started. So we'll start with the finished item. This is a sun hat by Sparkly One for the tutorial, which is a super clear tutorial. I use Stylecraft cotton mix called Love You. It's cotton and acrylic, and I made the sun hat. It's a bit floppy on me. I won't put it on because it will make my hair look a right mess for the video. And you know, I've already been out in the wind today. We went to a National Trust property into a walled garden. Oh, it was lovely. But anyway, that's the sun hat, and I do love it. Cotton mix, so it'll wash well, and you can fold it up and pop it in your bag. That's what I like about it. So that's my finished item. My nearly finished item, and I'm excited about it, is this baby blanket for my niece. I'm on the last row. So it's a 12-point star baby blanket. A bit hard to show these 12-point stars or any star blankets in their full glory, but hopefully you can see that. The yarn is a Mariners, which is a company that don't trade anymore. If you're from the UK, you'll know that. But it was their baby yarn. And I know it's hard wearing because I made one for my daughter in the same yarn, but I did a called the midwife blanket. Do you remember if you followed me for a while? And the pattern is this James C Brett pattern. It's one of what I call the old school type, you know, where you can open it up. You've got the instructions. Oh yes, I was going to say they usually have a ruler on them, and they have. It's not, I mean, I bought it not so long ago, but it shows you the blanket I'm making, but I'm not putting the pom-poms on. And then you've got a granny stitch blanket and the granny cross, I think it's called granny cross blanket. It is, yeah. So you get all of them in the one pattern. So that's what I'm following for that, and I'm using, I think it was a 4mm crochet hook. So I'm very happy that that is nearly finished. So that's my nearly finished project. And my ongoing project, oh my goodness, if you don't want to be listening about the temperature blanket, just skip this bit. But I really do need to show you this to those of you that are into these temperature blankets, and I do appreciate not everybody is. Look, I've put in a red. This is Stylecraft. It's actually an Aran, although I'm mainly using double knit. I'm using the odd Aran for like the borders, when I'm not the borders, so the end of the month, sorry. That's an Aran in cream, but this is lipstick. And look, red. That is because we had 32 degrees here in the UK on Saturday. 32 degrees. So that's the temperature blanket ongoing. There is a full video to show you if you wish to watch that. So that is getting very heavy. So I'm down to 2 rows a week. I haven't done this week's yet because it's going to be another hot one at the end of the week. Well, this is Thursday now, so it's going to be, I think, 30 on Saturday. So that'll be continuing the theme for the temperature blanket. And what have I started? Well, sorry, I've got to lean. I've got all the bags here. So in the Inside Crochet Magazine, there is a blanket, and I spied it here. Got my little bit of wool to make sure I can find it easy. So this one is the cream tea blanket. I'm not using the same colorway. I'm using, guess what? Yarn from my stash. This is by Kath Weber. And she says, a vintage fan stitch adds retro charm to this summer blanket, which would make an ideal child's bedspread or a picnic rug. Just show you again. It's the texture that I like. I'm not kidding you. The texture, again, excuse me leaning across. Let's say it's in one of the many bags that are here. So I'm on my second repeat. This is where I'm at on the second repeat. Just look at that texture. I mean, I wish you could feel it. It's so textured. Now I'm using yarn from my stash, as I say. But look at that colour. Isn't it lovely? I don't know whether I've got all the yarn labels. This is the bag. These bags. I do like these bags. You can't get them now. Well, I can't get them. If anybody knows where you get them, I used to go online for them. Now, I was just going to see whether I had a label for that. I have. Excuse me, leaning. This one is, well, you might have guessed. 3 guesses. Lime green. Lime green, and it's one of the Yarn Smiths Create yarns. I just thought I'd show you that because that is a super colour, isn't it? So that is, I'm just flying it down there. It's fine. It's got in the bag. It's not like I've got a cat who's going to grab it. Can you see how it goes? Oh, it's lovely. So I've started that. And it is quite wide. I don't know whether you can hear in the background the wind and also my husband mowing. Got to have the windows open though in this weather. Well, I have. But I'm just trying to show you the width. Can you see? It's so long. Let me just see if I can hold it like this to show you, just so you can get an idea. If I half it, look, it's quite wide. Oh my goodness. So that's what I started, and I'm going to call that my dipping in blanket, and also the corner to corner join as you go. I'm going to dip in and out with these blankets. I've just folded it in half there to give you an idea. So that is half the width. So that's that. That's what I have started. And as I say, next time we chat, I should have finished I definitely would have finished this 12-point star blanket. The hat's already finished, and the temperature blanket is going to be ongoing for as long as it is going to go up the bed. You know, I'm reducing myself now to 2 rows a week, so it should be all right to do the whole year. I do hope so, because the whole idea is to have a coastal temperature blanket of the whole year. Now, you know, we live at the coast. I think that's all. There was one other thing. I did 2 random videos. One on the magazine I've just shown you, the Inside Crochet, and I also did Crochet Now magazine, just as a little comparison. And I also am going to publish a little yarn haul video, and that's all in another bag down there. Oh my goodness. Let me just see if I can reach it. I put it all in here. So if you want to see what's under that wool, look at the video when I put it on. There we go. That's me. I think it's time for a cup of tea. As I say, we're out this morning. Did I say that? We're out this morning at a National Trust walled garden. Oh, it's lovely. Then I did some shopping with my husband, and he's just doing a bit of gardening, and I was just doing a bit of my blanket, and I thought I'll just do a little catch up with you. So what are you working on? Are you coping with the heat if you're in the UK? I've got asthma, and it does affect my chest. So if you've got asthma or any breathing problems, I do know how you're feeling. So just take it easy, get your crochet out, and I will see you all soon. This is Catherine from Catherine's Granny Squares. Bye for now. Happy crocheting, everyone.